Hey folks, Crazy Climber80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Nam-1975, and this was the very first game created for the NEO GEO arcade cabinet. This was created by SNK in 1990, and this was suggested by YouTube user Charlie Cat, and it is very, very similar to an earlier game called CABAL from 1988. For those of you who are anywhere familiar with the Vietnam War, you probably know that the war, or at least America's involvement in the war, was pretty much over by 1975. But in this, you have to rescue, or at least the mission seems to be to rescue a professor and his daughter, and the professor is apparently being forced to create some sort of deadly bomb or something, and you have numerous missions to try to go and rescue him, but not all is not what it seems. Just like CABAL, this is you move left and right, and you can control a cursor, which is your crosshairs, and you fire at it with the A button. You can hold it down for a machine gun. B is your special weapon, and that is your grenades. And C can make you dodge. And Dr. Muckley is the professor's name. And his daughter is, both he and his daughter have been kidnapped. That guy has really large, creepy eyes. I remember seeing this in arcades for sure. Like I said, it was the very first game for the NEO GEO MVS cabinet. And yeah, if you're gonna move your crosshairs around, you have to be standing still. And there I threw a grenade. The grenade is my secondary weapon. Shot enemies will often yield an icon being dropped down to you, and it can be extra grenades, and it can be extra points, and it can be extra weapons. And there is an extra weapon. That'll give me a flamethrower. It doesn't last that long. It has a limited life on it. But make quite a bit of use of your dodge button, the C button. The D button is not used in this game. I am, for a very first initial effort for the NEO GEO cabinet, they could have definitely done a lot worse. It's not bad. It got a little... Oops. It got a little bit of recognition among people that were just starting to take notice of the NEO GEO cabinet. But Magician Lord really drew a lot of fans. Definitely try to stock up on the grenades. They're very, very useful, especially on the boss fights, when the bosses can take a whole lot of damage. There will usually be just like a wussy 500 point bonus. Whoops! I wasn't paying attention. I could have picked up like a... You can get faster shots, or you can get the flamethrower. But definitely make a lot of use of your dodge button. Even though it looks like you should probably get hit when you use the dash, or the dodge, or whatever you want to call it, it will often still keep you from getting hit. You can destroy some background objects, and you'll usually get some sort of helpful icon when you do that. Yeah, those big vehicles definitely take extra shots. We're coming up to the bosses here, and there are these two guys. Some goofy voice acting in this game. You can destroy that statue there. Your main goal is to take out the two guys that are running around. They sometimes will fire a flamethrower, and you'll definitely get killed if you touch it. And when they're shooting their flamethrower, that's the time to stop and lock onto them and put a whole bunch of shots into them. Like right now. I would just focus on shooting them more than destroying the statue, but
headquarters, over. We've been sighted.
Depending on how well you did in a level, like not lost any guys, you might have a different scenario coming up, and we'll look at a screenshot of that later on. I don't know how many different levels you can do that on. I don't think it's very many. And I only know of one level where you can get a different scenario by doing really well. Once in a while, you can rescue this hostage, and they'll fire along with you. They cannot be killed. I don't think they can be killed while being held by the terrorist, or whoever that's supposed to be. But they definitely can't be killed here. They only stop helping you when you die. So that's very, very nice. But yeah, they'll shoot at the same time you shoot. Yeah, the green point values will be much higher than the other ones. Can be 2,000, maybe 5,000, maybe even 10,000. You get an extra life, I think, at 100,000. Maybe not every 100,000. I don't know for sure. Oop. Yeah, I got that extra life from passing 100,000. But again, get as many of those grenade icons as you can. When you die and start another life, you'll get an extra 10. And here's the boss here. Now watch out for those bomb things. Or he was not the boss. There will be a boss coming up later. You can shoot the enemy's grenades out of the air. They might yield some certain icons for you. Or maybe they don't. I don't remember for sure. Now I have the flamethrower again. Yeah, the flamethrower. The special weapons often will not reach the helicopters or the flying vehicles. At least that's been my experience. So you'll want to use grenades to take them out, or your regular crosshairs perhaps. Here is the actual boss of this level. And this guy can shoot missiles that have really wide explosion radiuses. Dang it. Put in my initials here. I'll show you snippets of the rest of the game. And this is not bad for an initial offering for the Neo Geo cabinet. This is the only Neo Geo game I know of that does not have the typical boot up screen. You know, that has the familiar tune to it. Down, 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 down. You know what I'm talking about. But this game does not have it when it boots up. Now, this is an area I think that this is one scenario, and if you did really well on the last level, you will get a different scenario. But this is a real easy boss here. Just stay away from those purple poison gas puffs or whatever those are. But that boss is real easy to beat. Now this gets hard. And not particularly great graphics there. But the enemy shots don't take long to reach you. And they only appear from like the top of that cloud bank. Then all of a sudden they're almost to you already. Really, really annoying. Whoop. Wait. And here you don't have to play very far before the boss shows up, or you don't have to play very long. And this is one huge boss, and you can shoot the whole of its of the plane or aircraft carrier or whatever to release bonus icons. Just fill it with bullets and get all sorts of stuff. Eventually, when you shoot it enough, it'll fly away and then blow up.
We landed safely. Now we will attack the airport. There is a spy among us, but
That guy's eyes are just so ginormous and creepy. And then here's the next level. Military base. Sounds like he's throwing up. Ugh. Expecting a big old gob of barf to land on the tarmac. But yeah, those missile explosions have a really wide radius, so you need to get far away from them. And now here, zooming forward, is a boss there. And he takes a lot of shots.
The field captain gave us new information and orders. Dr. Muckley's daughter, Nancy, was taken with
Dr. Muckley. He looks like Dr. Robotnik.
To the enemy's arms factory.
And there is a plot twist, surprise twist a little bit later on involving the professor and his daughter. Whoa, yeah, do not touch the flamethrower. Oh, there's a weapon. Yeah, I didn't roll over quickly enough. Stay away from those exploding barrels or they will kill you. And a little bit later there will be another boss. And he will have these iron balls that go up and down. You'll have to watch out for them. But yeah, you can take out their grenades in midair. Like that. And there's a bunch more flamethrower guys. And then a little bit later, see that person hanging there? That's the doctor or professor's daughter.
Nancy
Muckley.
Your real enemy is...
What? Great voice acting. Oh yeah, these guys are really annoying. They take forever to kill. But I'll just kind of zoom forward in a moment. In a little bit to show you what it's like to destroy them. And then you'll see the... in a little bit you'll see the twist. The plot twist. I do like how you can see the holes in the ground and walls and stuff when you've shot at them. But you need to destroy these guys. I noticed that I can shoot at the girl, at the daughter hanging there. I don't know if anything can happen if you keep shooting.
Tell us, how do you know our plan?
I don't know. I know.
Oh, never mind.
Communications have been intercepted because...
Oops.
Enemy's commander
Sniper
was
got him.
hit by a sniper, but we still got some info. The laser weapon Dr. Muckley is building is near completion at the enemy camp. We went to the enemy camp.
The dialogue is
but we
spoken with
knew
such
what
conviction. And then I believe this is basically the last level. Pick up all those grenades. Oops, I died. You don't have much time to put in your initials. You gotta do it real quick, and you gotta cycle backwards to get the later letters that you want. Oh, see that? There's a 1-up icon. Very rare. You'll get an extra life if you pick it up. There's fighter planes that drop missiles that have a wide explosion radius. Now we've got 2 gals tied up here.
Good luck. No one can stop me.
Yep. Professor is actually the bad guy. And he takes a lot of hits. He's riding around on his wheelchair that shoots these big old bombs at you. He crawls over back to his wheelchair when you knock him out of it.
Too late. You are not the enemy
Oh.
for my new weapon.
And his daughter is... Well, he's got 2 daughters apparently, and they are evil too. And they laugh at you when you die. They rip off various Vietnam War pics in this game, like Full Metal Jacket. That picture of her with the rifle in the cutscene is taken from Full Metal Jacket. And during the attract mode, yeah, this is the final boss. If you lose all your lives fighting him, you get a bad ending, and it's game over. But I'll show you in a moment what it's like to get the good ending. Yeah, bad ending. And that's one of the first alternate bosses you can face instead of that red vehicle. That was early on in the game. If you did really well, you might face a different enemy. But the red vehicle that I fought was easy
Dr.
too.
Muckley intended to destroy the world with this laser weapon.
And this is the good ending here.
Now we are called heroes. But the hell continues.
Such lame delivery on the dialogue. But that is NAM 1975 by SNK 1990 for the NEO GEO arcade cabinet. And we're going to get the credits now. But yeah, at various times you might face a different type of enemy if you did really well during a level, like if you didn't lose any lives. But I don't think there's very many opportunities for that to happen. Maybe like a couple different areas. That is NAM 1975 by SNK 1990, the very first NEO GEO game. And this was suggested by YouTube user Charlie Cat. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching NAM 1975 by SNK 1990, the very first NEO GEO arcade game. Well, I thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later in the future with another video. Take it easy, folks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.